A newly introduced service in making jail records more widely accessible is gaining traction throughout the state. For about a year, Penobscot County and other jails across Maine have began to implement Vine. It's a free app and website that allows people to anonymously search inmate records and receive notifications when individuals are released from custody. The service benefits crime victims, witnesses, outreach providers, and families. Users can also access community resources through Vine. Maine is the last state to provide this service to its residents. Penobscot County Sheriff Troy Morton has been advocating for state funding and full implementation across all Maine jails.
There's no way of capturing every person in statute to say that they're notified, and nor do facilities have the capability of doing that. So here's a way that a person can advocate for themselves.
You can access Maine Vine by downloading the Penobscot County Sheriff's app or through a web browser. The service is currently under review. In the supplemental budget, Sheriff Morton says it will cost around $250,000 to implement the app and around $150,000 each year to